I was thinking about the other day. Do you think Jujutsu sorcerers pay taxes? Like, you're that strong. Who the fuck's gonna stop you? Like, this has nothing to do with the video, by the way. I was just curious. Anyways, Maki Zenin just stabbed Sukuna in the back here, and this looks familiar. Why does it look familiar? Oh, that's why Big Papa Toji Zenin hit that same thing on Gojo a little while back. But why is it important? Why does it feel like something big is on the horizon? Well, let's look into it. Let's look into all of this. You see, a little while ago, Tengen mentioned how Toji Zenin had broken the chains of fate when he intervened by killing Ariko Amanai. Now, Tengen also described Toji as someone who had escaped fate and destroyed the destinies of a handful of people. Why is this important? Well, right now in the story, we're looking at Sukuna, who's currently terrorizing anything and everything that moves, which is something he has absolutely done before, way back when in the Heian era. It's almost as if the world is running on a cycle right now, because back in the Heian era, Sukuna had a world gripped by its balls here, and every major family and anyone who would join them in fighting Sukuna tried to fight him in an effort to either seal him or defeat him. However, they all failed, and Sukuna eventually just got bored and turned himself into a cursed object, or so we believe here. Which brings us to the present day. We have Sukuna essentially fighting all of the major families here within Jujutsu Kaisen. We have Yuji representing the Kamo clan, Yuta and Gojo representing the Gojo clan and Fujiwara clans respectively, and now we also have Maki representing the Zenin clan, which is a member from all big three families right there. And just like the cycle that repeats, we have something completely different in this situation. This time we have Maki Zenin. Now, I'm sure you are all familiar with the parallels between Maki and Toji. In the Jujutsu Kaisen community, you literally almost never see any one of their names mentioned without one following behind, or vice versa. And Gege just created a massive parallel. Maki backstabbed the strongest thing alive in the series in the exact same way Toji did it to Gojo. Now, if Gege continues this parallel in the entire way I foresee it going, then we could see Maki absolutely whooping Sukuna in a fashion similar to how Toji whooped Gojo in the first round of their fight. Now, this theory might sound like crackpot, but as it stands right now, Sukuna is in a weakened state, in a heavily damaged form from Yuta's domain, Yuji's attacks, and the Jacob's ladder. He can't use his own domain right now, and he has a slowed RCT, and on top of all of that, Maki has already hit the first stab, which is seemingly in a pretty vital spot here. So with that being said, I can foresee Maki giving Sukuna the fucking business this fight and pushing Sukuna to his very limits. And we've already seen what happens between them previously. And yes, before you say, but wait, Sukuna, he was nerfed. Well, yeah, I already know. But Maki also didn't go all the way out here. Not only was Maki just keeping up here, it's somewhat implied that Maki was holding back a little bit by her unwillingness to use the split soul katana on Sukuna for lack of knowledge about whether he'd be able to heal that damage. She also asks Yuji if he minds if she speeds things up a little bit, so it kind of implies that she wasn't giving it all in this fight. She was kind of testing the waters out here. So right now, we're going to see Maki going all out against Sukuna. And I'm theorizing the result of this fight will be Maki actually forcing Sukuna out of the body of Megumi. But this will ultimately transfer Sukuna into the body of Tengen fully, which is a scary, scary subject. You see, I've had this theory now for a little while that this fight isn't going to end. It isn't going to be the end of Sukuna, but it's going to be the end of Sukuna as we know him right now. I just don't foresee this being the straight up full death of Sukuna. I don't think it's that straightforward, but I do think Maki is the one that tips the scales in the same way Toji broke the chains of fate here. Similar sort of parallels. We see Maki ultimately beating Sukuna as he is right now, but forcing him to take over Tengen's body that he just ate. I'm not sure how he's going to do that. I'm going to assume it's something to do with the soul, because this dude's very, very knowledgeable on the soul here. But this will ultimately help Sukuna restore his power somewhat, and also give us our boy Megumi back. However, I think one of the reasons Gege has given us so much development for Maki as a character within this entire series, her flashback with Mai early on in the series, the Zenin extermination, more lore between her and the Zenin family and her sister, and then the fight with Naoya that ultimately pushed her over the edge in becoming a truly awakened fighter. I think that was all done for a reason. I think that was done for Gege to conclude his story arc within Jujutsu Kaisen early. And I think in doing so, that leaves a final heroic fight against Sukuna. You see, I've had the theory right now that Yuta will have some sort of awakening similar to Gojo. And this theory is based on Yuta and Gojo's shared heritage. And it's also from what we've seen of Yuta in the Jujutsu Kaisen series in Jujutsu Kaisen 0, where in the past, how he reacted to his friends being hurt in front of him. He went apeshit and he went beyond a limit that was able for him, within a month of just knowing about Jujutsu sorcery, was able to fuck up a special grade, that being Geto. So that kind of awakening right now for Yuta is sort of somewhat foreshadowed also in the Sendai colony, when Ryu and Uro talk about Yuta approaching his limits here. It's kind of foreshadowed about his awakening, and something that could be pretty influential in pitting him against a 1v1 in Sukuna's realm here of power. However, the catalyst that causes that awakening would be seeing Maki cut down at the hands of the newly transformed Tengen Sukuna body, which is why I think Maki will be one of the most pivotal players in this fight. However, that is everything from me. If you haven't already, I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to like and subscribe, and let me know what you think of the theory in the comments down below. Also, consider supporting me on Patreon for exclusive Patreon-only videos and behind the scenes on how I do all of the stuff here. Also, shout out to the members on the channel and the Patreons already. And as always, I will catch you guys all in the next one. Much love, big fucking kisses. Peace.